Hello students, today we are going to study chapter number 12, that is storing and saving water. So we have learned that water from freshwater sources such as rivers, lakes, ponds and groundwater is used for drinking and cleaning. We know water is very important for all of us. So underground water is obtained from wells, hand pumps and tube wells. So water is found in solid form as ice or snow on mountains. We find liquid in form in rivers, and in gaseous forms in the form of water vapor. It is present in the air. So water in the liquid form. Water can be stored in containers of different shapes and sizes. So water in liquid form does not have a fixed shape or size, but water takes the shape of the container in which it is kept. Next is a rainy day. We know rain is the purest and the most important natural source of water on the earth. Rain falls on the earth in the form of droplets and it seeps under the ground in the form of groundwater, and it is very important for all the plants, animals and human beings. Plants look fresh and green when rain droplets falls on them. Insect and worms, they come out of the ground on rainy days because the ground is filled with water and it becomes difficult for them to breathe. Next is water cycle. In nature, water changes into water vapor and then again into water. This process is known as water cycle. During daytime, the sun heats up the water in rivers and lakes, which slowly changes into water vapor and it rises. The water vapor, it cools down and changes into the tiny droplets and it forms clouds. As clouds it become heavy, they cannot hold any more droplets of water. It fall in the form of rain on the earth. So this process continues and the water is circulated in nature again and again. Next is storage of water. Water is stored in different types of containers. These containers are made of different materials. People store water in earthenware, pots, matka made of clay, ceramic, stone. Containers, they are made of steel also, aluminium, copper, plastic. So there are different containers in which water is stored. Now the steps that can be taken to ensure that drinking water stays clean, because it is very important that drinking water should be clean. So how it can be clean? First, containers that are used for water storage should be cleaned regularly. A lid should be used to cover the containers filled with water. A ladle should be used to take out water from the container because putting hands in drinking water makes it dirty. Stored water should be changed regularly. But that unused water can be used. We can use for washing clothes, cleaning vegetables, mopping the floor and in some other ways. So water should not be wasted. Next, rainwater harvesting. Rainwater can be collected and reused later. One of the simplest method of doing this is through rainwater harvesting. It is collected on the rooftops of building with the help of pipes and stored in reservoirs or tanks. It is then filtered in reservoirs and sent to borewells. This water can be used for watering plants in gardens and irrigating the fields. Next is shortage of water. We know that nowadays there has been shortage of water also. Why? Because of increase in population and wastage of water is very much. So an increase in population can cause an imbalance in nature. Sometimes the amount of water present is not enough for all the people. This is called shortage of water. It is caused due to several reasons. Many lakes and rivers dry up in the summer because of heat. They are replenished by rainfall. However, if the rainfall received is low, these water bodies are not refilled and in summers we usually see that groundwater level becomes low. Therefore, taking out water from the wells, tube wells, hand pumps, it becomes very difficult. Next, if there is shortage of water, then it is very important. Saving water is very must. So what are the ways of saving water? We should save water and use it wisely. So there are some of the ways of saving water. Do not keep the taps running while brushing teeth. Use a bucket of water and a mug to take bath instead of taking a shower. Use water that is left behind after washing clothes for cleaning terrace, balconies or cars. Use a watering can to water the plants in the garden. Use a bucket and a sponge to wash cars, scooters instead of a hosepipe. Wash vegetables in a bowl instead of washing them under a tap. Check taps, pipes and toilets for any leak. Practice rainwater harvesting to collect and save water at homes, schools and other places in the neighborhood. Do not dump any waste material from house and factories in the water bodies. So these are some of the ways through which we can save water because water is very precious. Thank you.